Nahia Mukami, and since today is my birthday, I'm gonna share with you a romantic meal idea that you can make for your partner or just for yourself. Let's get cooking.
Assalamu alaikum. So this romantic meal that we're going to prepare today is going to be mashed potatoes, steak, some broccolini, and chimichurri sauce. Oh my god. So you're going to let your water boil. You don't really need to let your water boil, but add in your potatoes, salt them up a bit. Cover this until the potatoes are fork tender. While the potatoes are cooking, I've transferred them to the other cooker. So we are going to add in some oil in our pan. We are going to make our broccolini. I prefer broccolini other than the big broccoli head. So because they are tender and crunchy and they take less minutes to steam. So we are going to chop up some garlic, like really chop it up tiny, and you have to be really careful because garlic burns easily in oil. Add in a little bit of butter. Love. Like just cooking with butter or margarine, just a little bit goes a long way. Add in your cubes, add in your little Royco cubes. You have to be very careful because, like I always say, cubes are usually very salty. Add in your soy sauce and then add in your broccolini. I added a little bit of water because they were a bit crunchy and I needed them to be, for the sauce to infuse in them. So just let this cook until ready. So the easiest way to actually steam this, you can either use a colander, a steamer, or you can just boil some water, put your broccolini in a bowl, a big bowl, and then add in your hot water, cover them and let them sit there for maybe 10-15 minutes. Once they're done, just take some water with ice cubes so that they don't lose their green color. This right here is a life hack. If your chopping board keeps moving on the kitchen counter, you just take a kitchen towel, put some water on it, wring it, and then put it at the bottom of your chopping board and it won't move as much. Another life hack, easiest way to peel a garlic, just brush it and then the peel will just come. I'm working on my aromatics for this day, so I'm gonna use rosemary, butter, and the garlic. It smells so great. So good. Once the broccolini is ready, you're going to put it in a plate and Now let's move on to the steak. I used a cast iron. It just gives you like really good feel on your steak. So I just added in a little bit of oil, maybe just a tablespoon, and I'll just put it on my glass. As you're letting your pan heat up, you're going to season your steak. So I just use, because whatever I was making, like the broccolini was very flavorful, and I was going to make a gravy on the side and that chimichurri sauce. I just decided to keep my steak very simple. So I just used black pepper and salt on both sides. The steak was really big, like just like cut it into two, or just have it. It was like a 2 people portion. Now we are going to cook our steak on both sides. I like my steak done, well done. For some reason, I like my burgers medium. As you're cooking the steak, you can get on now with the mashed potatoes. So we are going to mash the potatoes. Some people like them like finely mashed. For me, I like a little bit of texture. If you have chives, you can use chives. They go very well. Potatoes, you can put still, like you can just put in any herb you want. I just decided to keep it clean. There was a lot of green on my plate. You'll see. So I just added some milk, some black pepper, butter. You keep adding milk and butter as you go. Look at that. Yeah. That was really Now it's time to add in our now it's time to add in our aromatics. I added butter, rosemary, and the garlic. You let the butter melt into the steak. Oh my god! I flambéed the steak in just a minute. You see the flames. Just give my steak. There you go. Just give it like really nice smoky flavor, like barbecue flavor. I'm telling you, this is a meal. Probably my favorite. The onion is patiently waiting to be chopped for this amazing chimichurri sauce. So once your steak is ready, you're going to put it aside and let it rest for at least 10 minutes before you cut into it, so that it can retain its juices. Now here I am making a gravy. I just added some like beef cubes, a little bit of warm water, soy sauce. I'm going to add cornstarch. I just added a little bit of brown vinegar for the tanginess, and the pan drippings, of course, so more flavor. Yay. I added some cornstarch to thicken up the gravy. You can add a little bit of water to thin it out a little and let it cook for a bit. Once it's ready, you're going to set it aside. Now moving on to the chimichurri sauce, you are going to thinly slice and cube some onions, a shallot, chop it up very thin, like really tiny cubes, and then you're going to add this into our bowl. Scrape it into your bowl. And then you're going to add a Fresno chili like I'm doing here. So I added the seeds too. This brings the sauce together. It just adds so much flavor and freshness. It wasn't really hot. That's why I decided to add in with the seeds too. And as for color, this is a sauce with so much in it. You eat with your eyes first. You're going to add a garlic, grating some garlic and flavor. You barely taste the garlic in this sauce, but it just brings it with so much flavor, gives it so much flavor. And then you're gonna need like a whole bunch of cilantro or coriander. Just chop it up finally, and you're going to add it into that bowl. Add this into your bowl. We are going to need a whole lemon for this. We are also going to add brown vinegar. So squeeze in your lemon without the seeds, of course. Remove the seed if you don't want to eat until in that. And then you're going to use, you can use green vegetable oil. I added in some salt to taste, but you have really good quality olive oil, you can use good quality olive oil. So I added brown vinegar, I added some black pepper. I kept adding my oil as I was going, as I was mixing in the sauce. I added some chili flakes, more oil, keep mixing. I added some exotic masala, choma rub. This choma rub is so good. It has a little bit of sugar, it has some salt, and it has some herbs. The reason why I put it in is because of how fragrant and how herby and earthy it is. You can have this sauce with your nyama choma, you can have it with your chicken. It goes so well with barbecue. Now let's get plating, my favorite part. So you're going to put in your creamy mashed potatoes, your steak, just trying to do like a very nice and inviting presentation. Trying is the word here. Add in your broccolini. And make sure you garnish your dish add this chimichurri. So our gravy, of course, is ready to put in Ramsey. We are just using function over what we're talking about. I was tempted to really test this.
Alright, now that we are done cooking, let's do some taste test. Let's get everything.
Alright, we're done.
Perfect. Now let's test the steak with some chimichurri sauce. Oh, it's hot. And some mashed potatoes and gravy. Let's get everything in there. Perfect. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to press that notification bell.